Birthday Hawa, birthday Al Shai, birthday Hawa, birthday Al Shai, birthday Hawa, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bashem Kakodash, Shin Kabbalah Shala Yakim, now was a Kunyan Shala Yasha Allah, God will Kab Ba'ai, giving double honors to, of course, our apostles and our elders, a great millstone. Of course, I said all praises and bless you the Most High, and bless you in the name of His only begotten Son, which is Yahushua, and the word he calls God and Jesus Christ, Bashem Kakodash, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Alright, double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone, which at these times are the elders of Israel, alright, set over the flock and to feed them with knowledge and understanding, and also to watch over their souls. I want to give a shalom to the election, wherever you're scattered to, the 144,000 Hanabiyayim, the prophets, and of course the rest of the 1/3, which are no prophets, but are believers of the 1/3 number, whom the Lord is going to have chesed or mercy ill upon ba'ait in these times. Shemiyah Mafpa, my name is Mafpa from the Great Millstone Plain Table Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia. Just coming with a wee lesson. As you can see on the screen, the title of the article, which I originally seen as a video being reposted on one of the brothers in Great Millstone from the New York main camp, which highlighted the video of this GMS Watchman. I think he have about 3 videos now, or 3 channels, Slakia, pardon me. So it says nurse faints while talking to press. Alright, and they say talking about with the Sharat. And now I'm just gonna read this or show the video and then read the article. Slakia, that's something else. Alright, so we go out here. I believe this is in Tennessee, and so we're just gonna play it. I don't know, of course, own any of the footage, and this is for educational purposes only. Fair use warning, and this is not a video for at all medical advising. Okay, must note, strictly for educational purpose only.
I did, yes. So, all of my staff, we are excited to get the vaccine. We are in the COVID unit, so therefore, my team will be getting first chances to get the vaccine. And I know that it's really, I'm sorry, I'm feeling really dizzy. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's pretty much all she wrote. Okay, of course, as with any thing filmed to the general public, and things that had to be concealed, you have the staff who blocked the view, I assume, as they attempted to resuscitate the Yasha, or the woman. Let's go to the actual article, which I have off New York Post, which it reads, it says, this is a scary moment as a nurse who had just received, they saying the Sharat, which I already went into that term in the Hebrew. Okay. At the Tennessee hospital, told reporters she was feeling dizzy and then fainted. Nurse manager Tiffany Dover received the Pfizer BioNTech Sharat at the CHI Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga on Thursday, and was given a press briefing when she began to trail off. It says all my staff we were excited to get it. She's in a particular unit, so therefore, that they were receiving it, of course, HUD or FROST. Okay, then I know really, and then she, said apologized for feeling dizzy, and then one of the doctors behind her called her. It said that she passed out for about 17 minutes. All right, after receiving. All right, it says it hit me all of a sudden, and I could feel it coming on, and I felt disoriented, but I feel fine now, and the pain in my arm is gone. And Dover said is still recovering. It says the doctors said the episode was not related to the ingredients. It says that Dover told the WTV C9 she has a condition where she faints when she sees pain. They say that the CDC also said that fainting may occur after various types of medical procedures. Sharat, you talking about? Usually due to pain or anxiety. Now, let me see. I'm gonna bring out this information. Here, just look this up, and I have experience of this firsthand. However, some people with fear of blood and needles experience an initial increase of a sudden drop of blood pressure, which can result in fainting. This drop in blood pressure is known as the vasovagal response. Only a small minority of people have this response at the sight of blood and needles. You could look up this somewhere on your own. I remember on my own, when I was back in the world, I never, of course, liked to take these, any get blood work done, or that's pretty much it. The blood work, or even anything to do with getting some type of sharp, even a blood glucose test, which they take a wee prick of your thumb. I actually fainted on it, and I received the same episode as this woman here, in which it was like something like a new thing he was doing at my job, introducing this new program that allows the health insurance the cost to be decreased, and by pretty much giving these various recommendations for people to get healthy, okay, and more to encourage them, such as getting a dietitian, participate in some sort of cardiovascular activity, and to be active, and of course to get these different physical examinations done, okay, which me personally, I end up being relieved from the whole thing. Certain parts of it where the whole thing about the getting these certain numbers, such as the blue, your blood sugar, triglycerides, high and low, was it the LDL, HDL, if I'm not mistaken, these different numbers and such, blood glucose level, and blood pressure, all these different things and such. You have to input them into a database, and they have it there. But upon speaking to my doctor, he said it was pretty much a waste of money, because you have a perfectly healthy, I think he said it was a specimen in front of him and such. And know to be boastful of bragging and such, but a number of years ago, and of course I had my conditioning was even greater than what it was at the my current conditioning and such. To say that I'm great, but I am healthy, of course, in the flesh, though we do suffer different ailments, but the Lord, of course, is dealing with me, keeping me upright, and such. All right. And as the scriptures say, physical exercise profit little. So I would just exercise. And you, of course, know how when you're younger, you're able to eat, you have high metabolism and eat junk and such and still be fine and such. But things are, as you get older, you start to, care for your meat and your diet, which a man of the Lord, does or should practice. And watch over what you consume. I'm not saying that it was forced upon her to take this, but they were the first. You say that it's published that this particular sharat would be first administered to those within the medical professions, or the workers in the hospitals and such. Different doctors, nurses, and such. Okay, that maybe she had the same, I'll say the same response as me. That's what, that's just my opinion on it, of course. And for me personally, I feel it's a natural response, and because us as Yasha Allah, within, of course, our law, it speaks about, of course, read back in Leviticus 19 and 28, not to take any cuttings in the flesh, any print any marks for the deed, and such, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so you have this response. It's kind of like a natural response, for I would say for some brothers, maybe, they may not have that response, but me, I could tell you that. And that's one of the reasons why I used to dread even having to go to a doctor, because, that possibility of them pulling that dang out, any type of having to receive a test for them just to get these numbers, which like I'm already healthy, but they always talk about, we're gonna take these precautionary actions, make sure. All right, but for me it's a waste, but that's just my opinion on the whole case. All right. But poor I don't know if she an E or not, but poor girl is very poor, having to be on site, receiving this, and then bam, she out. You could, of course, take, you could form your own belief on whatever on your own, so just I'm just giving out the my little wee 2 cents and such. Yeah. All right, so I got some scriptures. This is this is Book of Psalms, chapter 119 and 25, which it reads here. It says, my soul cleaveth unto the dust. Quicken thou me according to thy word. All right, dust in the scriptures usually be talking about, which is iquar in this verse, confusion. Iquar. Let me get the other word, Slakia. Which cleave, I just want to go into that word, which is the bak in Hebrew, which meaning to pursue closely, right? And we are, of course, harassed and here in the land of valley of shadow of death, where of course death is right behind us everywhere we go. Okay, so much anguish and adversity and tribulation is everywhere at every moment. Okay, and you never know when, of course, you can be taken out and such. But this is a form of vanity, which I see, having to, have to do all these different things and against in certain cases against your will and such. All right, being subject unto payments. All right. I mean, the chick had to. They didn't say it's mandatory. Well, I'm not sure for the medical professions, but you have it where, in order for you to work in hospital, they suggest you to have certain requirements, just like going and being a school student and such. And a lot of the days of having exemptions is coming to a close due to E and his draconian measures and such, harsh and severe. Okay, I mean, you seen the chick just fell out. You could tell, I could already tell that she was already upset and such, or in a disarray and confusion and such. So that's why the scripture resonates with me. All right, it says, my soul cleaveth unto the dust. Quicken thou me according to thy word, right? Which is the quicken goes into chaya, which is the bring to life. All right, and that's you want to be brought to life according to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 74:1. It says, "O power, why hast thou cast us off forever?" Just for a period of time, and such the Lord turned his back on us, but of course, due to our disobedience, but through the Yahushai, his sacrifice, the remnant has returned, and is returning and awakening out of the sleep they been in, and of course, putting on the law, statutes, commandments, continuing in the heritage which we've been discontinued for a time. It says, "Why doth thine anger smoke against the sheep of thy pasture? Remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old." Okay, redeemed and such. Purchase, which let me look into that word for purchase, which is qanah, which is to buy. Okay, qanah means to buy or possess in the Hebrew. All right. It says, "The raw of thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed," correct, bought back, right? Right now it's the remnant, whom the Lord is, redeeming right now, and then of course all of Israel when they come back through the seed of the elect in the kingdom. 2/3 gonna get cut off here in America, right? Due to biblical prophecy. Okay, it's gonna be a great slaughter in the land here. All right, this Mount to Zion, or Mount Zion, the monument, which are the Israelites, wherein thou hast dwelt. It says, "Lift up thy feet unto the perpetual desolations, even all that the enemy hath done wickedly in thy sanctuary. Thine enemies roar in the midst, and the Lord dwelling with us." All right, and you have it E. E wants to, of course, come within our bodies and trouble us, disturb us, in various ways. All right, with his science, his beliefs, his ways. Okay, it says, "Thine enemies roar in the midst of thy congregation. They set up their ensigns for signs." Okay, so going down into this word, for they set up their ensign, which is a wath. All right, which goes into a sign, a banner. When you look into it in the Hebrew, a distinguishing mark. All right, you got even miracle. Okay, and Trump, he did, of course, said that this is a miracle. I did a lesson on that with this, of course, with the Operation Warp Speed. How, of course, the new Sharat, which is the solution for it, is a medical miracle. All right, what in the scriptures talk about these miracles, how the beast would do miracles and such. You read that in Revelation the 13th chapter. Revelation 13 and verse 14, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles." Miracles is talking about the technology which he had to do in the sight of the beast. The beast is being named on the EU, right? "Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast," which is the Roman system, "which had had the wound by the sword and did live, right? So going back, it says thine enemies, all right, which is one of our enemies. Okay, read Psalms 83. Roar in the midst of thy congregation, right? In the midst, all right, which midst usually is that word for a quote. What's that? Let me see. Let me just check. Korab, yeah, Korab, in the midst, among, okay. They set up their ensigns for signs, right? They set up their miracles, okay, for signs, okay. Same thing, a wath for signs as well. Distinguishing marks, token, miraculous sign, miracle and proof, okay. Theirs though. This is the book of Job, chapter 13, if I'm not mistaken, 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are physicians of no value, right? They plaster things up, okay? Doctor things up. Psalms, it's either 90, 94 or 92, I always get it mixed up. Frameth mischief by law, that's what I want to look up real quick. It's right there, 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? Okay, if you go into it, should be mischief goes into Imal, which Imal is, of course, goes into mischief in this sense, wickedness, and some of the different uses in the following manner. All right, brothers should be familiar with this word. But I'm going to get this other scripture and then that's it. This is Psalms chapter 94 and 14. For the Lord Yahweh will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. So, even though the wicked has risen against us, they, of course, make these different mandates and make different health and suggestions, encouragements. The Lord has not cast off completely his people. Okay, and that's what leave us hopeful. Okay, it has us with an expectation, even in dreadful and evil times. And double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, peace and salutation to the election. Shalom again.